Yo, people, it's your boy Major, and as always, I'm with my brother Ace, and welcome to another episode of Two Up Front. Ace, what you telling me, bro?
Hey man, I'm in pain, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's been an unfortunate last few days, but what can you do, man? Football, it gives and takes. But hey, man, other than that, I'm in good health. I can't complain. But no, definitely a lot for us to get into today, so it should be a good one. But yeah, how you doing, my guy?
Hey, you know how it goes, bro. Blessed and highly favored as always, man. But yeah, man, there's a lot of football to talk about. Obviously, some big fixtures this weekend or this past weekend, rather. But yeah, before we get into it, please make sure you smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. But yeah, man. Bro, you know there's only one place to start, man. And that's, of course, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium,
Yes,
where
I agree,
Brighton
man.
got a
Yep,
crucial equalizer.
I know, man. I
Yeah,
know. Yeah,
but
honestly, it was a good game as well, man.
yeah, we're
Like
not gonna talk
some
about that
people.
now. Yeah, we're
Oh,
just not. Yeah,
oh,
that's
okay.
later.
Oh,
Of course, there's only really one place to start, and that's the Etihad Stadium, bro. And yeah, bro, let's even just let's break this down.
all right. Talk to me.
What are your overall feelings after
Uh,
Arsenal lost 2-1 at the Etihad Stadium, of course?
That's a good question. Overall feelings definitely big disappointment, but also a feeling of like I won't say regret because no regret for myself, but just kind of like just more of just you just kind of feel that you also kind of deserve this as well. I feel like it's kind of also a feeling I have at the back because I think in isolation, with everything being said and the performance and what actually happened, it's like there's not too much to really be upset about. But it's the bigger picture of just the decisions that have led us to this point. And then with the result, it's like if we now don't want to win this league, it's like I feel like there's so many places that we can go back to and so many reasons we can refer to as like where it was lost. I feel like it's not a crime to go and lose to City at home 2-1. Like they're a very, very good team. But I feel like we put ourselves in a position where we couldn't afford that result. And that result has now happened. So I think that's where the disappointment, maybe just like regret from like just like how things have played out. And yeah, man. So I think I would say that's my overall thoughts. Yeah. What were you? What do you think?
I hear you. Yeah, like I think there's a lot of things that have obviously led to the situation which Arsenal currently find themselves in. And yeah, I'm sure we'll get into it with a little bit more detail. But as regards to the like title race, I think definitely there's been a big shift. And yeah, now it's like really dangerous settings for Arsenal as regards to securing the Premier League title. um, I feel like if you won, then you pretty much would have had it wrapped up at this stage. I think if you drew, the advantage was still with you, but City, like, that was still in it. And then I think if City won, then the momentum goes with them. But that being said, they're still 3 points behind. Obviously, they've got the game in hand to play. They're going to face Burnley tomorrow, which is weird because it's like it's the game in hand, but it's not quite the game in hand because they're playing the FA Cup on the weekend. So then when you face Newcastle, then they'll have a game in hand again. So yeah, but when they face Burnley, you would have played the same game. So that would be a true reflection of the table. And obviously, if they beat Burnley, then they will go top of the table. So yeah, I think the momentum shifts to them, but also Arsenal are still in it. Like, yeah, they're still in it. It would be even if they win the game in hand, is level points, and then obviously we've got the goal difference situation. But they're still in it. But I think just because of so many things that have happened, the result prior with the Bournemouth result, I feel like a lot of people feel the overall feeling is like, yeah, Arsenal, they've let this slip, man. Like they've really let this slip. And yeah, like you've allowed City to basically catch up. But yeah, man, we'll get into the game. I'll quickly give my thoughts just very quickly on the game, and then yeah, man, I'll let you just just tell me what you're thinking about this one. Do you get
All
me?
right, cool.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
obviously it's your team involved, man. So I feel like it's only right that like you have an expanded time to talk about what you're thinking. But yeah, man, I feel like we briefly spoke just before the game when the lineups came out, and it was a little bit of a surprise what Arteta did. And I feel like it was actually like a good surprise as regards to like what I actually thought he would do. And I wasn't expecting him to go with that lineup. And I feel like it was a better lineup than what I was expecting. I feel like your approach to the match as well. And that's one thing I will say, because there's been a lot made of like Arsenal's play style, Arteta, his tactics, etc., whatever the case may be. But for myself, of course, like I am not an Arsenal supporter or a City supporter, but I think for myself and many others, like if you're involved in the game, obviously, like I'm sure the nerves were crazy. But for myself, it was a great game to watch. That's what I would say first and foremost. Like it was actually a really, really good game. Like I think a lot of the big games between the top sides this season have disappointed. But yeah, it was actually a very good game. And I think like Arsenal, they had a big factor to play within that, because I think they pressed very high and aggressively early on. So yeah, it didn't just look like you were there just to sit back and like just try and set up a low block and maybe try to get a corner and maybe just hit on the counter. Like I think you're pressing very aggressively, you're pressing with intent. Like I said, I like the fact that Eze was starting, Odegaard was there as well. And yeah, like I felt like Arsenal, like they had good intent during the game and within the opening exchanges. I think City obviously, and I think this is a benefit because Pep, I think he's figured out his lineup, because I already knew what his lineup was going to be before it came out. Like I think we all knew, because it's like it looks like he's settled on, okay, this is the lineup. So providing there's no injuries, then we know what the lineup is going to be. And I think, yeah, we'd already spoken about the threat that they have and what they could do. And yeah, like I think first half, like City, they came out, obviously they hit the post. I think it was Shirky, and it deflected off of Gabriel, and then it hit the post, and it looked like it was gonna go in, but then you were able to get it away. And then like not too long later, then Shirky has just the moment of magic where it's like, yeah, man, he just puts Gabriel, right? He just puts man in a blender. And yeah, man, that's what special players do, man. And yeah, man, like I'm not even gonna do the whole I tried to tell you guys, but I tried to tell you guys. But yeah, man, that's what special players do. And yeah, that was a big, big goal. And then when he scored, I was thinking, okay, this could be tough for Arsenal now. And then again, partially testament to Donnarumma just having an absolute mare. And like, yeah, probably one of his weaknesses as it relates to him playing out from the back, being exposed. Arsenal were able to get the equaliser almost straight away. But then also, I think it's also testament to the high aggressive press that you were playing with and you'd set out playing. And yeah, Havertz actually does very well to like block the shot, and then obviously it diverts into the net. And yeah, Donnarumma, I think, yeah, it's a stinker from him. Like, he's just got to do better than that. But I think that was a big moment in the game just to get the equalizer straight away, because then it allowed Arsenal to like kind of settle again, and allowed the game not to get away from them. So then, yeah, that was that. And then obviously moving on to the second half, and yeah, man, there was chances at both ends. Haaland hits the post, and yeah, City could go up there. And then you have the Eze, great effort with his left foot where he just creates the space on the outside of the box, whips it round, and he even hits the inside of the post. And yeah, just desperately unlucky for it not to go in. You had the Havertz chance where, again, your press, you're able to get the ball, and then Odegaard plays it through for Hazard on his left foot, Havertz on his left foot, and then Donnarumma makes the save. Gabriel later on hits the post as well. It deflects off O'Reilly, and then hits the post there. And yeah, man, like it was just Arsenal hit the post twice, City hit the post twice. Yeah, like I said, there was the Havertz chance. Semenyo, I remember the chance where I think it was Rodri that plays the ball over the top and he just takes a bad touch. And yeah, if he's just able to control that, then that's 1-on-1. And yeah, he has a good chance of scoring there. So yeah, like it was a really good game. And then obviously, like Gabriel and Haaland, they've been scrapping all game, like just a proper old school centre forward versus centre back duel. And then yeah, Haaland's able to get the better of him. And I think again, like you had this tactic to press high, you're pressing high, and then you get caught. Donnarumma, it's a very good throw. To be fair on him, throws it to Nico O'Reilly, who's been absolutely brilliant, and then yeah, brings the ball up the pitch. Then the ball works its way to Haaland in the box, and then Haaland's able to get the better of Gabriel and then finish it. And then of course, last minute, Havertz has the opportunity, great Trossard cross, and then yeah, man, like brilliant ball in. And then Havertz isn't able to dispatch, and the game finishes 2-1, man. So it was a great game, like great game to watch. I felt like Arsenal, it wasn't a bad performance at all, to be honest. Like I think I think Arteta as well. Like I think he got a lot of things right. I think he got a couple things wrong. Like I didn't understand him taking off Eze. I don't know why he did that. I think especially in these games with fine margins, those players that can do something out of nothing, you leave them on the pitch. So yeah, that was a bit confusing. Yeah, some of you subs a little bit confusing, but I think the intent was there. And yeah, man, like I feel City, like I think they edged it. But I think a draw wouldn't have been an injustice as well. Like, yeah. So, and on another day, again, with a different sequence of events where this chance is taken and this chance isn't taken, then yeah, it could have turned out differently, man. But yeah, bro, what are you telling me, man?
Yeah, no, I feel like you did a great job in kind of going through the key kind of moments in the game. So I won't really kind of rehash that, but I think I'll just maybe more focus maybe like from our Arsenal perspective on the players and just the moments that kind of come to mind and my overall thoughts. Because yeah, I think what you said is kind of why I said at the beginning that it's like disappointment and kind of regret of what has happened this fall, because in isolation I felt like I think it's probably our best performance of the season in terms of how we actually played and what we've actually been asking our team to do in terms of like actually playing like front-footed football and not just reacting to a position and maybe being a bit more like proactive in terms of how we're trying to approach the game. Like I think we were really brave in terms of how high we were willing to press and how much risk we were willing to take. I think that's what made the lineup so shocking, was the fact that we just expect Arteta to definitely lean on the side of caution and definitely say that he's going to maybe try to approach the game in the most cautious, safest way to still try to get a result. But he actually went the other way, where he actually took a lot of risk and we actually opened ourselves up to also being caught a lot by pressing so aggressively, which was like nice to see. But then why the other side of that too is also, there's also a bit of me that's just like, but like this is also what we've wanted to see this whole season, and it's against City in the dying games where maybe he kind of feels like he needs to do something crazy and do something different. Like he's now done it, but like we could have played Bournemouth in this way. We could have played games like in the past in this way. We could have gone for this type of lineup in matches games ago when we were going game after game after game of scoring one goal or just getting a set piece corner. It's kind of like it was a bit little too late, if that makes sense, in terms of like as much credit as I can give him and as well as I think we played in this match. I also feel like this also shows, and it also kind of just proved everyone right in terms of we have the players to also play a more risky, a more expansive like style of football. So I think that's where the real disappointment comes in. Like in terms of losing to City again, like you said, man, like the quality in their team, that Cherky goal, that's actually those goals where, like you say, when you have players score goals of that, no one can complain. No, like, even the biggest Arsenal haters, you can't even come. You can't. It's just pure quality. Like it's a moment of magic where very good players just get done in that moment, and he gets the goal because he's just that good. Maybe the player I'd give a bit of criticism to was probably Eze a bit, because again, like I felt like he was a bit too weak in how he pressed and how easy the ball bypassed him. which I will also link to why I think also later on, which is why maybe Arteta also did take him off. And that's like my criticism with Eze as well, is that like I look at Eze and I look at someone like Cherky, and Cherky's probably more talented, but even the way like as languished as Cherky is in terms of how he carries himself, Eze also does that as well. And it's sometimes like he's a bit too like languish in his movement or how he presses or he's like intensity, like in just how he plays football. So I can just see like as the game was getting stretched, I can see a manager saying, as talented as you are, you can also be a liability, which is why maybe he thought that he was a safer player to take off in that moment, even though quality-wise, he's also the player that could give you something. I mean, that's the only thing I'll say with Eze on the other side as well, that like maybe that's the trade-off that you kind of make there, where like as it becomes more stretched, he also is probably a bit more of a vulnerability in terms of like the opposition also getting chances. But
I feel like you had to leave him on in that circumstance, though. Like I hear what you're saying, but I just feel like again, because even that shot, especially left foot, weaker foot, like it was brilliant. And I think, you know, when you was talking about like Shirky and his moment of magic, I feel like that was a moment of magic from Eze.
Yeah,
and I think especially when you're chasing a game, because at that point when he comes off, you're down 2-1 and you need a goal. I just felt like, yeah, man, like you don't have like he's that's what he was bought for, to do something like that. Like, do you get me? So it's like, yeah, like I feel like you just you've already been brave enough to go with it from the start anyway. And it's like, yeah, like you're going to because even with the press, like it was your press which helped you create that chance for Havertz, the one-on-one where Donnarumma saves. Like, do you get me? And it was how well you pressed and how intentively you pressed. And then again, Martinelli got caught out for the Haaland goal. But sometimes it's like that's kind of like the give and take.
Yeah.
Like, do you get it? Like, yeah, it's just one of them ones. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
But yeah, no. So, but ultimately, I'm not also disagreeing in terms of him staying on or not staying on. But I can see maybe that's a logic of why you might think that maybe you take him off. But yeah, in terms of the lineup, I feel like we actually couldn't have asked for much more. Maybe without injuries, we say Timber instead of Mascara right back. That makes us stronger. But then other than that, like there's not really much more that we would change. Obviously, Saka right wing for Madueke again. This was a game where I was looking at him saying that this is a game where you're either going to surprise us and do well, or it's going to just be a confirmation that we just wasted money. And I feel like I'm at the point of Madueke where I'll just say that we just wasted money, because like it's like how what you're meant to be was a player that had talent that could then break out this season and do more. But I'm just not seeing that. And I'm a patient, optimistic Arsenal fan. And even I'm just like, yeah, this was the game for me where you either kind of show us that, yeah, there's more to you than what we've seen and what we think you are. And he just didn't like, yeah, he just showed everyone else that thought he was a waste of money when we bought him that they were probably right. But not to target any one player, because again, I think he was just poor. But in general, I feel like the team performed well. We were really brave. I think there's a lot of like good performances. City are a very good team. Unfortunately on the day, maybe the disappointment also is, and I look at like someone like Havertz as well, who I think had a really good game. There's so many moments where just his technical ability was also just keeping the ball, helping us get up the pitch. I look at someone like Gyökeres, where I know if he was on, he would have done the exact opposite. But now look at someone like Gyökeres, or maybe if you had got some of the chances that maybe Havertz got, like when he was through on goal, maybe you score. But then it's just like it would just be amazing if we could just combine them into one footballer. Like maybe then that would have been a difference that we would have had this season. That could have got but go on, bro.
I trust Gyökeres more than Havertz to convert those chances. But I don't think Gyökeres gets the chances Havertz gets.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the problem, because I feel like Havertz, like he's not a reliable finisher, like at all. Like, do you get me? But then obviously there's aspects of the game where he's better at Gyökeres, like his hold-up play is better, his combination player. He was his pressing was very important, obviously, in the game. Of course, it got you a goal. Like, so yeah, but then Gyökeres, I feel like Gyökeres, if he does get a chance, like I don't even think he's a bad finisher at all. But I think because of all of the weaknesses in his game, I think it's not just that we've spoken about Arsenal not playing to his strengths, but also I think his movement lacks, his hold-up play lacks, his link play lacks. So I think there's just so many deficiencies which affect you overall as a team, and which would mean that he doesn't get the chances that he would want to get as well. So I feel like, yeah, I hear what you're saying as regards to like I think essentially, like, if we're just being like really just blunt and truthful, you just need an upgrade on both of them.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, like, yeah,
that's the
like that's
reality,
just
man.
what it is.
That's the
Yeah,
reality, man.
that's just
So
what it
it's
is.
just so funny after all this like chasing striker, that we're gonna go into another summer again, saying that if we don't win the league and that happens, the talk is also a factor is going to be that we went for the Gyökeres, it didn't work out. We probably should have got someone or needed someone better than him also. So yeah, man. So yeah, like even the Havertz transfer, I was disappointed in him also because I also think for such a tall guy, for someone who wins so many headers, I think he's also quite poor in the air. I think there's other strikers that they get that chance, that's a goal. That was a beautiful cross. He timed it. He should have got it.
Sensational
Like it was an amazing cross.
So
a
much pace
height.
in it, width,
Like all he
height.
had to do
Yeah,
was
man.
head it down, but no, like for
Yeah.
for a guy that gets onto the end of so many crosses, he's really poor in the air. So again, it's just like when you see a player with the limitations that you know he has, then when it matters the most, not convert. It's like, but this is who you are in other games as well. So why should I think that in a game that means the most, that this was a game you're gonna get over the line? So yeah, man, I think it's just that point there where you just, yeah, it's just really disappointing. And I think you kind of summarized it perfectly where for me, this game was we win, we won the league. We draw, I'm still concerned because I think I still look at this Arsenal team and I say, even as much as we draw and we keep the points there's some games like West Ham away and this kind of stuff where there's still pressure. And I don't know if I really trust you guys that you're going to now go and win all those games. But you know what? At least it's still in our hands. But now it's got to a point where now you can't afford to lose another game. You have to win and you have to outscore the City team. So that's why me personally, I like to keep myself sane. And I say, I think it's done. Like, I think City have gone on to win the league. I think we've thrown it away. And it's not because of this game by itself. It's because of the games where we could have approached it differently and we chose not to. And we chose to be safe and cautious. And this is the consequence, which is why I've said, ultimately, for me, if we get to the end of the season and we do not win any trophies, the only thing that can save Arteta if he doesn't win the Premier is that he wins the champs. Am I confident about that? No. But that's the only thing that can save him, that in my head, going into summer, I'm not saying I want him gone, man, because I think I can't believe anymore of this season. Because I now think that there's no point in the season where you could be top that I would actually believe they're going to get over the line, because I've seen it happen.
If he doesn't leave with one of them after this season, then I don't think there's any way. If I was him, I would even just walk away, man.
I would hope he would too.
And
as well,
that's not to say that you've not done good work and you've not left Arsenal in a much better position than when you found them. But I just don't know how you go into that dressing room next season and those players believe in you.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what they say, I just don't know how you believe in someone who's just consistently failed at the final hurdle
so many times. And that's my thing too. As much as excited as I am about this performance now we played, do I think that the next game now we're gonna start with this lineup and still try to play the same football? I'm more confident we're gonna go back to what we were doing before. Maybe this was a special.
Do you think?
Honestly, bro, I wouldn't be shocked, man. I'm not going to the next game thinking that he's definitely gonna go with this again. I think the fact that we lost as well, I think he's gonna go back to what he knows, man. Like that. Eze on the left, Odegaard, but again, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Don't get me wrong, because again, I think that's our best hope, is that he does realize that as much as we lost, this is still the right approach. But I think just from the years I've seen him and just who I think he is, I was telling you before how like eventually gets to the point where you have to stop kind of hoping or praying that like he's going to be what you want him to be, and you look at everything that he's done and you say, what's more likely for him to do?
What's the saying? Like, when someone shows you who they are, believe
them, bro. Like, honestly, man, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Like, honestly, I think that's a perfect thing. So that's what we'll see. But yeah, man. So now with the pressure, we have to win every game. Like, we still got like Newcastle, West Ham. We still have games. I'm just like, I'm just not confident this team is now going to go on to win all of them. I would love to be wrong. I've seen all the haters already start celebrating. Everyone's already celebrated. Arsenal have now lost it. So all I can do is hope that they're all wrong. But yeah, man, definitely a big disappointment, just because I know what the stakes are like of that game of us not winning. So yeah, man. So I think that's kind of, I'm trying to think if I missed anything, but I mean that's kind of like my overall thoughts. Obviously, I think you touched on most of it already. But yeah,
I think it's mad, in it, because I think firstly, I'll say this before I make my other point, but I think Man City, firstly, like credit to them, because like Pep's been able to find a formula. I feel like Rodri and Bernardo. I think Bernardo was great, man. Like,
bro,
like,
Rodri,
even just the heart and desire. But yeah, bro, man,
I feel like that's a key factor. We're going to lose this league. The keyest factor was them being fit, man. Like,
I think you know what it is.
Like,
I think it's just the timing of everything is like, everything is the timing of everything is crazy because I feel like Pep before he didn't know what his best team was. And I feel like at the perfect time, he's figured out what his best team is. Like, and he's had a settled team. Like I said before, I was like, as long as there's no injuries, I knew exactly what the City lineup is. You got Donnarumma in goal, O'Reilly left back, Nunes right back, Gay Kusanov centre backs. Then you have Bernardo and Rodri in the midfield. Then you got that four of Doku, Semenyo, Cherki, Haaland. Like, that's where it is. We know where it is. We know how they press with the front four. Like, he's figured it out. But then on the opposite side, it's like Arteta, this is the match where he's changing things. And I don't think, again, like the changing things, I feel like it was good. But like you mentioned, like, why didn't you think to do some of these things before? Like, why did you think to try and approach some of these games before? And yeah, so it's like City had found a consistency and Arteta was like trying to make changes. And then I think similarly as well, is like you look at City's midfield and like you mentioned, Rodri, like been absolutely brilliant. And then Bernardo as well. Like this guy's amazing as well. Like the amount of different positions he can play, like right wing, left wing, in the 10, midfield, like he can sit, he can like receive the ball higher up, etc. But I feel like they were brilliant, and I felt like it was very damning. Like I think it was Sky Sports that I saw. It might have been Jamie Carragher where he was doing the midfield comparison between Rodri and Bernardo and Rice and Zubimendi, and it was just such a stark difference when it comes to like just all the major statistics and progressive statistics. And it's like, I think it just showed that, okay, you know what, like these two are clearly performing like very, very well. And then Rice, who has been consistent for you, but like I think there's been a little decline. And then I think with Zubimendi as well, there's definitely been a decline in like how he's been performing. And I feel like it just, again, it feels like everything. It feels like Arsenal, they look more tired. There looks like there's more uncertainty.
Yeah, sorry, that was a fact I was gonna say. Also, that's also why that I also think that City also getting knocked out of the Champions League also has been a massive factor in this, because I feel like if they're still in it and they're playing Bayern, I feel like this game could also be very, very different as well in terms of just like the fitness of both teams. So again, how things work out, like I feel like them getting knocked out and having that opportunity to keep their players fresher also, again, could be the reason why now they're able to get over the line, where maybe otherwise if they had those extra games would be in a more similar situation when it comes to fitness and everything like that too.
That's another factor as well, because you're gonna have to play obviously your next few games, and you've got two big massive semi-finals in between that as well. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of high pressure games. Of course, like City have got Southampton this weekend in the cup, but yeah, we expect them to do the job there, and then obviously it's a cup final after that. But yeah, like I just think everything just, again, like when City's players, like even Kusanov, where there was loads of questions at the start of the season and people are wondering, and I maintain that I think he's a very talented player, and yeah, like he's now looking good and he's looking comfortable. And then O'Reilly's just been brilliant. Yeah, he's been brilliant, bro. He's been brilliant. He's been brilliant. Like literally, like yeah, he's just so comfortable on the ball. Like the way he can progress the ball up the pitch. Like we've seen him in midfield, he's done well. We've seen him in this left back position, he's done well. And yeah, man, like looks really good. And then yeah, Cherki again, like Pep, I think he's just fully figured it out with Cherki. Like, and again, because you know, there was times earlier where it's like it was Cherki and Foden, and then I think he's just realized now, all right, cool, Cherki, you're my 10. And he's even said in like press conferences and stuff that he's even been telling Cherki that I don't want you to be picking up the ball deep, like from centre backs and stuff. And it's like, you do damage near the box. We need you as close to the box as possible. That's where you do damage. And then I think you saw that with his first goal, man, because he's just his sense of touch, like his ambipedal, both feet fine, like his sense of control, and then the poise to finish as well. And then he's got that arrogance that you want. Like, yeah. So yeah, man, like I think everything just seems to be falling for City, whilst there's just a lot of question marks regarding Arsenal. And I think, yeah, this running, because I think when it comes to a shootout, like it's long. Yeah, and like I don't think this Arsenal side, especially because your defense doesn't look as indestructible as it once did. So yeah, like I think in a shootout it's long. But there are also games where City potentially they could drop points, as well as Arsenal. So it's like I think again at this point it's just literally Arsenal's aim has to just be win every game, and then of course try keep your clean sheets, score as much as you can, but yeah, just try and win every game, and then see where you're at the end of the season when it's going into that final game. That's what it's gonna gotta be. But yeah, I think this City team, they're scary when it comes to these type of situations, and I think that's why I think I mentioned it before that a lot of the time, like essentially you've just got to try blow City out of the water.
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
they get
bro, and again,
close.
that's why I'm so critical. Like I can't get drawn into how good we played in this game, bro. That run of games where we just went like 5 or 6 games of just like dropping points and not scoring and nothing changed. That's where you lost the league. If we lose the league, man, there's not losing to see at Etihad. It was in that moment you deciding that nothing needed to change and everything was fine. And you understand, you didn't realize that you needed to make a drastic difference and you needed to actually try to be a lot more attacking. So yeah, man, I think that's where my like criticism, my real criticism is really really for Arteta this season. I'm just like, yeah, regardless of what happens from here, I feel like you have to blame yourself because yeah, this is where your character and who you are and how your football philosophy has now worked against you. Because if in that moment you realize that it was a priority for you, I think that's another thing as well. When you realize that it's like, okay, we're not scoring enough goals. It's a priority for me to get a lot more chances in open play, score a lot more goals, and you make those changes early in the season, things could be completely different now. Where City were faltering, and we could have been 15, 18 points. We could have blown them out in that period. But what did we do? We also just went through a smelly period as well, and then kept it tight. And now we're here a few games to go, and yeah, like you say, we know what City are in this period of the season. So yeah, it's long. Man.
I think that they're just very, very dangerous again. I think they even like, especially when they're chasing a team down, like it's nasty. I think I said it again. 2012, like we were 8 points clear, 6 games to go, and yeah, man, they chased us down. And then again, it came down to, so we lost to Wigan, we drew 4-4 with Everton at OT, and then we were facing City at the Etihad, and we only needed to not lose. Like we just needed to not lose, and then City obviously needed to win. Company gets the header, they win 1-0, then that brings it leveled on points, and they win the title on goal difference. Obviously, we know the rest with the QPR, whatever the case may be. So yeah, man, and that was before Pep. Like, do you get me? So you know when people talk about like a DNA of a club, I think they've established this DNA. If you look, the next season we just blew them out of the water when RVP came. Like we just made sure it just weren't close. Then 2014, Liverpool, they were leading the Gerrard slip thing. Then they chased Liverpool down. They win it. Like then 2015, Chelsea win it. Mourinho comes back, just made sure it's not too close, get the job done. 2016, obviously Leicester, miracle, they were nowhere near it. 2017, Conte comes in, make sure it's not close. 2018, City get 100 points. 2019 was the 98 points, 97 points with Liverpool, where it's just like, yeah, man, like whenever it's close, they just find a way. Do you get me? And then obviously 2022 as well was 94 points, 93 points. And then obviously, you know what happened in 22, 23, 23, 24. Like anytime it's close, they're just, I said it before, like whenever it's close, like whenever it's like come April, it's an actual title race, they've never lost.
Yeah, that's mad. And
they've never lost. Like you just got when Liverpool won it in 2020, I remember Liverpool, they had that thing wrapped up about like Christmas. They ran away with it. Blam them, because I think they learned from like the season where it was just like we just need to blam them, like just blow them out of the water. And I feel like because of all of that, that's what a lot of Arsenal fans, they wanted this game to be meaningless. Like, do you get me? Like, that's what they wanted it. They said, let's run away to the point where it's meaningless. But I think, like when you give them a sniff, then they're absolutely lethal. I do also think, though, that whilst all of that is true, and like again, it's not just about this result, it's the Bournemouth result, it's
Mhm.
other results that you've had, is the 0-0 Liverpool, it's the draw at Brentford, it's 2-0 up at Wolves and then drawing 2-2. It's all of these different results. But whilst all of that is true, City have also had their version of those results with the 2-0 up at Spurs and drawing 2-2 and drawing at West Ham and etc. and whatever the case may be. And I still like agree with everything I said as regards to, yeah, man, like what you want to do is just blow them out of the water. But I think in cases where that hasn't happened, like sometimes in the big moments, like you've just got to get over the line. And of course, you weren't able to in this instance. And yeah, like I mentioned, I think it was actually a decent approach. But you've still, like I said, got 5 league games where you're still right in the title. It's not even like goal difference wise. Like I know what everyone expects to happen, but it's like as we're talking, it's not the City don't have a big goal difference advantage. It's like again, it's like you're still, you know, when people say Arsenal aren't City are in control, but so are Arsenal. It's like you're both in control.
It's true.
It's like you're
like you
both
said,
in
man.
control.
I think it's it's like how do we then go from here? How do we approach games going forward where we're trying to make sure we get enough goals? Do we also have the mental stability that in the tight games we also make sure that we don't just falter now that it's tight and it's fall away from this point? And then I agree with you. I think the only thing that what benefits us with the C teams, I've been hearing like City, like they've done it before, and again most of them have, but Semenyo hasn't, Gay hasn't. There's a few players in that team that haven't as well, that maybe that could be the hope that Arsenal have. But yeah, man, I think right now, where I'm at right now is until City slip up again, I think it's done in my mind.
I think that's fair enough, because I think again the problem with that, and I agree with you, where it's like they've got players who haven't done it, but then I think the problem is that they've also got enough players who have, and those players will be able to let. I think that's part of the problem. It's like those players will be able to tell, your Bernardos, your Rodris, your Haalands, like. These guys are experienced. They've done what needs to be done. Like, do you get me? Won the treble. Like, they've chased teams down. So I feel like, they've got enough experience in that. And then, of course, the manager as well. People are questioning if he's fallen off and he's looking at a domestic treble. Crazy. But yeah, man, like they've got all of that. So I think you're definitely up against it. But what I was even going to say is that, like in those big moments, getting it done, because, and you alluded to it earlier, because it's not even just about the league. You're in a Champions League semi-final against Atletico, and again, Atletico, they're no pushovers, but also this Atletico team isn't the Atletico teams of prior. Like they don't have the defense that they used to have under Simeone. Even the defensive structure, like they're not the same. Like, do you get me? So it's like I think Arsenal have a big opportunity in those Champions League semi-finals, where it's like, you know what, you could still make this a season where there is success. You get through those semi-finals, and then you've got a Champions League final, and in a one-off game in the final, anything can happen. Like, do you get it? So it's like, I remember Liverpool, again, with that 98-97 point season, City picked them to the title, but then they won the Champions League. And then obviously that was the catalyst. So I feel like that's why it's important, where it's like, yeah, man, Arteta, if he's a smart man, what he won't do is say, I tried to be a bit more positive. It didn't work. We lost. Let's go back. Let's go back to what we're doing.
We would have lost that game, I promise you.
What he needs to do is like say, guys, it wasn't our day. This is what he should tell the dressing room. But you know what? We had our chances. On another day, this could have happened. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. We've got 5 games left of the season. We've got in the Prem, and then we've got these 2 big Champions League fixtures. This can still be a really successful season, etc. Because it's like, I feel like if you take it to Atletico, you can cause them some serious problems. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
like
agree,
I
man.
said,
Again, it's
they're
like
not what
it's
they
what
used
he's
to
learned
be.
from this game, innit? Like we said,
Yeah,
if the way we're approaching all the other games this season is now we now give them too much respect and we come down to every team we're playing's level, and then now it's it's like us Gyökeres versus what's it called Alvarez. It can be long.
oh yeah, like you get
Like,
if you
it
want to
can
do
get
this
long.
fine
Yeah,
margin thing,
like
then
yeah,
and Alvarez puts in a free kick from 30
bro,
yards
yeah,
because they've got
bro.
fine margin players.
They do,
Do
they
you get
do,
me?
man.
So
So
it's like they've
that's
got
the
players that
concern
could
in it.
do
But yeah,
stuff.
I agree though, man. It's definitely there's still a lot in our hands in it. But yeah, man. Still, right now,
But yeah,
I'm still
no,
in the disappointment. So
I
I've got to see
don't
how far.
blame you. Yeah, I
We'll
don't
see what
blame you. Like I
happens, man.
think the
Yeah.
the momentum, like I think
Mm.
City from now, yeah, the momentum's with them. And if you're asking me who I think's favorites for the title, like is definitely City. Like I've said, like pretty much for the whole season, that I think Arsenal are gonna win the title.
Yeah,
And
you
then
have,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just recently when all this stuff has been happening. Like again, like even when we're doing the predictions, I just couldn't see past the City win. Like, I was just like everything just seems to have shifted to them. Like all the like I was trying to, and again, like Arsenal even positively surprised me as regards to how they played in a pro because I thought it could have been worse than this.
Yeah,
Like, do you
no,
get me? So
I
Arsenal
agree.
actually surprised me, and like I said, it was a great game.
And you know what it is,
to
bro.
watch.
I think the only optimism I have too is that like what would have really hurt, and what I thought was gonna happen is that we would stink it out and then still lose as well. And or still, and I think that's what would have been like the double, like because then there's nothing to kind of at least now we're like we can look at the performance and say maybe there's something that we take from this performance going forward. My concern was that he was gonna go because it's like if you lose while also trying to be negative, then it's just I think the whole fan base would just be like, yeah, now we have no belief whatsoever.
I thought it would have been worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would have been worse.
Well. Yeah.
I thought it would have been even if we just like break down things of the game, yeah, it's like City through Shirky's magic, they go 1-0 up. Part of the reason why you get the equalizer straight away, of course, Donnarumma, massive mess up, but it's because that you set out tactically to be aggressive and front-footed with your press, where you're able to take advantage and you're able to get the goal. It's because of that where you're able to get the turnover and then Odegaard's able to feed through Havertz and Havertz takes the shot and Donnarumma saves it. Like it's because of that. It's because you choose to play your special players. Eze's on the pitch where he's able to wrap it and then it hits the post and hits the inside. Like, do you get me? It's like those are the things that were helping you. Like how many times have we looked at like Arsenal this season and we're just like, cool, if it's not a set piece,
bro, forget about
thingy,
it.
then where was the chances? Whereas with this game, we actually
I told you, bro,
there
I
was
think
chances.
this is our best performance of the season. I said at the start, I genuinely feel like this was our best performance of the season. We haven't created as many chances this game. I can't remember a game
you get me, and
this number of chances.
For that's for as much as your attack needs improvement, for as much as you need to sign players, but just the general change of attitude and
man.
look at that. Like, do you get me? So it's like, yeah, man, surely he's got to learn from it. I would even be shocked if I saw him go back to the same against Newcastle. I genuinely would be shocked still.
Yeah, man. I'll believe it when I see it, man. So you're ready, man. I'll believe it when I see it.
I'll genuinely be shocked still. But yeah, man. Yeah, big game, of course. But yeah, man, like I mentioned, Arsenal, they're still there, but I think City are definitely favourites. And yeah, like I think now most people, including myself, think City will go on and win the title, but you're still in it. You're still in it still. But yeah, man, moving on from Arsenal and Manchester City, let's talk about Spurs, man. Because yeah, straight from the top of the table to the relegation battle, and yeah, man, it's all been going off. I watched the Spurs Brighton game, and you know what? Like, there's some sort of weird parallels. Funnily enough, because I feel like Spurs again, like De Zerbi, he set them up like to be very aggressive. They were pressing very hard, and I think the performance was much better than what I've seen from them. I think there was a lot of intent in their press. Like they seemed very organized, and yeah, man, they were able to create chances. Like I think firstly, like Xavi Simons, like that was a really good game from him. He sends the ball the cross, like good pass for Porro. Porro gets his head on it before the keeper and then makes it 1-0. Then they almost make it 2-0 after that as well, where like Xavi Simons, he shifts his feet and tries to just finesse it bottom corner, and then it hits the post. And then man, I think that would have been a big goal before half time. They're not able to get it. And then I believe it's Gross who swings the ball in, and Matoma just like produces an absolute worldie, just hits it on the volley first time. Just hits it on the volley first time, like just like with the side of his foot, like just passes it into the net, and it's like boom, 1-1. And man, like there was chances, like Brighton had their chances. I think in the second half, Brighton were better than Spurs. Like I think Brighton started to play their football, and I think Spurs, they just had to kind of like hang in there. But man, like they were resolute again, very aggressive with their press, and these turnovers, they're crucial because Bergvall, he comes on, like Van der Heck, he's like just toiling with the ball. He's able, Bergvall's able to take the ball off him, then works to Xavi Simons, and then man, absolutely sensational goal. Like shifts it out of his feet, and then it's an unstoppable shot off the post. Where are you at with the whole celebration stuff? There was a lot of conversations regarding this. People were saying, "Hey man, when there's 77 minutes on the clock, like we get that it's an important goal. We understand it was really like a big moment for you and there's so much adrenaline pumping, but maybe you should have dialed it back a bit with the taking off your shirt, jumping into the crowd when there's so much." Where are you at with it? Do you think, nah man, like you get it, he should do like what he wants, or do you think he should have dialed it back a bit?
Yeah, you know, I haven't actually thought about it, but when I was speaking to my friends about it, and he said that he thinks that, and it's quite interesting when you see the parallels, that he feels like they're too emotional, and that reaction just kind of showed it. And I think I agree. Where I think Arsenal too, we've also shown where at times in games where we've also been too emotional, where sometimes you also just need to just calm it down a little bit and not be so intense either way, whether it's positive or negative. So I actually feel like he probably should have dialed it down because there was so much time left in the game. If I have to pick one or the other, I think because there was still so much time. I think if it was like 90th minute, 90 plus, and then you get the goal, then fair enough in it. Like take off your top, go crazy. It's been a tough time, but I think also to just how things have been going for them, I feel like you have to also still even have doubt that we have to even get over the line first. And also Brighton was still creating chances. It wasn't like it was a shutout game and it was comfortable. It was like and even after that goal, I was like, Spurs need to be careful here because Brian can definitely get another goal in the time that's left, and that's what happened. So I would say I think he needed to calm it down a bit personally. But I see when these comments quickly, she said that my mom said stop talking about Spurs. She said we're gonna bounce back. Hey, no mama, I'm sorry. we gotta do what we gotta do. Nah man. It's an important goal. Let the people celebrate how they want, is her take. But what do you think, bro?
Man, like, I can see both sides because I feel like it is a very important goal, and I think, you know, there's been a lot of conversations regarding like how much do these players care and whatever, and passion and stuff like that, and like how that's going to be essential to helping them get out of this relegation like hole that they're in. And clearly, like, he cared a lot. Like, do you get me? Like, so I think obviously it's good to see passion, it's good to see how much he cared and stuff like that, but you've also got to make sure that you're dialed in and there's a lot of time left in the football match. And man, like sometimes it's like, again, like there's because I can't imagine, like, bro, I remember when I scored the winning goal from my primary school team, bro, I was going crazy. So do you get me? Like, so scoring the winning goal in the Premier League, like, do you get me? In the circumstances you're in, like, I get it. Like sometimes, like when you see it like go off the post, and it's like, man, like I can imagine the adrenaline's mad in it. Like even me as a fan, like the way I've celebrated Man United goals. I remember when Maguire scored the winner, like, do you get me? Like crazy. So I know how emotions can take you over. But I think also there has to sometimes be an element of like, you know what, like we need to lock in. Like, do you get me? Because I remember when I saw it, I thought, firstly, what a goal. Like brilliant. But then secondly, I was like, oh, there's a lot of time left in the clock. There's a lot of time left on this clock. I'm not gonna lie, man. So it's like, Like this could go left, and then literally, Danso ball goes to him again. Like I think it's Van Heck actually. I think he's able to make up for his error where he's able to nick the ball off Danso. And then he plays a good ball for Ruta and then finish. Like great finish. And then man, 2-2. And that was heartbreaking because that would have been Spurs' first win of 2026. Of 2026. So man, like to have it snatched away from you in that circumstance must be crazy. But again, like there's parallels with Arsenal because again, I feel like that performance is like you've got to now try to apply that because this is a massive game against Wolves, who are confirmed. The relegation's been confirmed. You've got to win that. Like you have to win. I think West Ham as well, they gave them a little bit of an opening by not beating Palace yesterday, and there's a draw. Like because if they'd won, then the gap would have been 4 points. So that's a two result swing. Now it's still a 1 result swing. Like you've got to beat Wolves. Whether West Ham have got Everton at home, and that's going to be difficult. Like Everton are a good team, so man. Like I think it's a massive game for them, literally. But where are you at regarding relegation? Obviously, I think Wolves are confirmed. I think Burnley will be confirmed if City beat them. But they're gonna go down.
Come on, finally, man. I need you. Fight for your lives. Oh God.
Who do you think will be the final team to go down?
It's tough, man. You know what it is? Again, I've been a person that's been saying that I've just been in this belief that Spurs would actually go down. Because West Ham have been playing so well as well, but the Spurs performance actually was really good. But then I think the issue with Spurs, I still feel like West Ham defensively are still more solid. I felt like Spurs were going to concede in that game, and Brighton also were creating quite a few chances against them. I still don't know how resilient they can be. Like if they go to Wolves now, Wolves park the bus and they hit them on a transition, I can see them still causing a lot of issues. So I'm going to still probably go Spurs right now because I think defensively they're still weaker than West Ham, even though off the back of this performance, I think going forward, they looked much better. But man, I think right now I'm going to still go Spurs. But what do you think?
I'm still going to go Spurs, man. Like, I feel like if they do get a win, things can change very quickly. Like, do you get like if you do get a win, if you do beat Wolves, because their fixtures aren't easy. I think that's why I said Wolves, they've got to win that. After that, they've got Villa away. But then I think Villa, they've pretty much got top 5 wrapped up. And then obviously they're in the Europa League semi-finals. So I think they play their Europa League semi-final match on the Thursday before that as well, I believe. So that could help Spurs out. Like that could be a positive for them. Leeds at home, again, that's a massive game. Chelsea at the Bridge, for as bad as Chelsea have been, they'll be desperate to relegate Spurs, and
they will be.
Spurs don't do well against Chelsea, and then Everton at home.
Man. I think for me, I think that this Wolves game is the final.
They've got
final.
You.
They don't be.
They've got to. They've got to.
They actually have to.
They've got to.
They have to.
They've got to beat Wolves. They literally have to. So, man.
Do you think Leeds are out of it now on 39? Yeah, they're safe now.
Yeah, I think they're good. Like I think just not even just results wise, but I think how they're playing. Like for as bad as we were, I was really impressed with Leeds when they faced us at OT. And then Wolves, they dispatched of them. They're in the FA Cup semi-final. That's what I was saying as well. Is like sometimes like just the fans knowing they're going to Wembley and stuff. Like whilst it's extra games and stuff, but it can just be a big morale boost at the same time, man. And I feel like they've been able to handle that well. Even Forest, who they're in the Europa League, obviously they're facing Villa in the Europa League semi-finals. And they were able to get past Porto, but they had a European game. They're 1-0 down at home. And they were able to turn that around and win 4-1 Gibbs White hat trick. Man, like I think I think Leeds are gonna be fine. I think they're fine. I think Forest have a hard fixture run, but I think also Forest have got confidence and I think they've got good players. as well. I think they'll be fine. I think it is between West Ham and Spurs.
Tottenham, yeah,
Yeah.
That's the thing, because I saw some of the Palace game, and West Ham also could have got that. I think that's the thing, that West Ham also did. I don't know if their performance is also slipping back, which could be what gives Spurs this opportunity. But Spurs have to beat Wolves to have any chance.
Yeah,
but yeah,
because it's just like
them two. Right?
Yeah, like you just need to win a game, bruv.
Yeah,
like, do you get me? Like, you've not won until you win a game. It's like, yeah, nothing. Like, you have to go down, bruv. Like, you can't just not win in 2026.
It's actually true.
You've got to win a game. Like, again, when you look at everybody else, you can look at the table graphic, and every single team you can see a bit of green. Like, within their last game, Spurs is the only one where there's no.
To be fair, Burnley are the same.
Oh no, I'm talking about above.
Above them.
Yeah, I'm talking about above.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm not talking about Burnley and Wolves are down. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about above.
That's not who you want to be related to anyway, I guess. No match their form. Yeah.
So yeah, man, they've got to get a win. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. And then obviously United, man. We beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. We always we beat Chelsea at Old Trafford. Chelsea haven't beat us at OT since I think 2013. But also we don't have a great record at Stamford Bridge. I don't think we beat them at the Bridge since like 2019. So yeah, it's normally like a difficult place for us to go. Performance-wise, it weren't great. We didn't perform great at all. If I'm being honest, I think Chelsea were better than us, and I think they're definitely unlucky not to leave at least with a point. And on another day they could have won. Yeah. So yeah, man. But I think for us, obviously the result was massive. It just like puts things to bed, essentially. Yeah, like I was already confident regarding the Champions League stuff anyway for a while now. Like, I couldn't see any way us not getting it. But yeah, I think it was just nice to just completely just try to dead it. I think mathematically we need 6 points out of 15 to get it mathematically secured. Oh, really? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's if Chelsea win all the rest of their games. Oh wow. Like yeah. So it's okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's just it's done basically. So yeah, but yeah, game wise, we weren't great at all. I think there was a couple really good performances. I think Heaven, like, he done his thing, man. Like, I think obviously we had this centre back crisis where Maguire was suspended, Martinez was suspended, De Ligt's injured, Euro injured. So it's like, bro, who are we gonna play in defense? And obviously Heaven steps in and Maz has to cover at centre back. So yeah, like, that was of real concern. My two concerns were centre back and if Kobe was going to be fit. And yeah, I think both players were crucial to our win. I think Heaven, he done well, and I think Kobe, man, yeah, it was just so refreshing to have him in that midfield. Like, I think he had a really, really good game. So yeah, that was big for us. But yeah, man, overall we didn't perform that well, man. Like, I don't think we created much chances. I think before we scored, we had a really good chance where Bruno plays a great ball to Mbumo, who lays it for Cunha, and Cunha takes a criminal first touch. Yeah, he takes a criminal.
He got a yellow card off it.
Yeah, like, bro, it was so bad. I couldn't believe what Cunha did. Horrible. I was like, I don't know why you just don't firstly just hit that first time, but if you're gonna take the touch, I was just like, oh, I can't believe what he just did. So he owed us one, and yeah, thankfully he did get the goal. Next time he made no mistake of it. Bruno done very well. And yeah, assist number 18, man. He's chasing down that record. So yeah, we'll see if he can get it. You need 3 more to break it, 3 more in 5, and 2 more to equal it. Obviously, Henry and KDB both with 20. But yeah, and then Cunha, great finish, first time finish. But yeah, man, like, we weren't that great. Like, I think, like I said, Kobe done well, Heaven done well. Yeah, man, Garnacho, he was our 12th man. He was our 12th man.
Oh, that was a full of shame.
He's got United in his blood.
Full of
Honestly,
shame
he's got United
man.
in his blood. Like, yeah, he had a mare, man. Like, it's
crazy
as well when you think about it. That's one thing I was thinking about with Shirky. I was like, Shirky, Man City bought Shirky for £30 million. £30 million. I was so annoyed as well because even I remember after the Leon match when I was leaving Old Trafford, I was like, bruv, we need to make sure that we sign this guy, man. Like, we shouldn't let him leave before he's put something down on the contract. And when he went to City, I was like, oh yeah, this is not going to be good, not at all. But yeah, £30 million, and then you look at Garnacho, we sold them to Chelsea. We told them to Chelsea for 40. So yeah, man, hey. The game is the game. Yeah, man. You know how it goes. But yeah, man, I think it was one of them ones. It's for Man United. I think the wider thing now is just like I think we're already looking ahead. Like I think, yeah, the aim we needed to get Champions League football, we'll get that. Of course, we will still want to like win the rest of our games, perform well, like Liverpool, especially. We got them at OT. Obviously, that's a big one. Like we want to make sure that we beat them. But yeah, I think everything is looking towards like transfers and manager. Like, so yeah, what's gonna happen with Carrick?
Yeah. Now you guys are in a position where you can just build knowing knowing you have Champions League football. So that's
also talking about transfers as well. You know, I said names on the list. And I think I might have mentioned him in that list, but I was watching him again against Palace, and I really like Fernandes. Mateus Fernandes at West Ham. I will take him happily. I really, really like him. Like, I think he's a really good player. So yeah, like I hope United go in for him because yeah, I like what I see. I've seen enough now. Like I really like him. So I would go for him. But yeah, like I think that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be transfers and stuff. It's manager wise. If you ask me what I think is gonna happen, I think they're gonna give it to Carrick.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think they're gonna give it to Carrick because I think obviously you've got the World Cup situation. So the World Cup managers, I don't think United want to go for them because it's like you're not going to be able to prepare properly, because they'll all be managing at the World Cup. So you've got Iriola, but from what I've seen, I think he potentially might go back to Spain. I don't know how much United are going to be in for him. Yeah, we'll see what
personally, that's actually who I think you guys should get, man.
He's a really good manager. What it is? You know what it is with Iriola? I think he's a really good manager. Of course, he would. It's always Bournemouth and United, very different. I think the thing is with him is that, like, I think again when it comes to recruitment, like I think you're gonna have to be because his players, and I even saw an interview from Semenyo. He was talking about this recently. Semenyo had an interview and he was saying, like, in training, like so much of Iriola's like training is about running. Like he said, bro, like he made us run and run and run and run and run. And this, so I think it's a lot about intensity and running and stuff like that. And I think you've got to build a team which is like ready for that. Like, so I think this summer is recruitment. I think that's gonna be whatever manager you get, the recruitment has to be right. Like, do you get me? If you're getting Iriola, like, do you get me? Then especially when you're looking at those midfield positions, then like you've got to make sure that, all right, cool, you know what, you're getting players who can do what it is that he wants to do. Like, I think our recruitment's gonna be really, really important. But yeah, man, like we'll see
what's your stance in terms of, like, are you okay with them giving it to Carrick, or you like you would rather they didn't give it to Carrick? Where are you at with it?
Where I'm at is that I think obviously Carrick's done very well interim wise. I think he's won 8 out of 12, which is great. Like, he's had massive wins as well. He beat Arsenal at the Emirates, beat City at Old Trafford, beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Like, those are big wins. So yeah, like I like what he's done. I feel like of course, like there's like no-brainers in my opinion, like an Enrique. If you're able to get him, then it's like, yeah, the caliber of manager, like you go for it. I think again, there's this weird situation because of the whole World Cup thing going on. So it's like Nagelsmann managing at the World Cup. Like, so you've got all of these managers managing the World Cup, and I think like it's a bit of a worry because it's like we need to make sure that we're ready for next season. Like, do you get me? Because it's like, again, a new manager, they're gonna need time with their players, their training, etc., whatever the case may be, implement whatever it is that they want to implement. So yeah, man, like I think it's just one of them ones where if you're gonna give it to Carrick, then I feel like it shouldn't be like a long-term contract. It's like all right, cool, you know what? You've done a good job. Like, because of circumstances, let's continue with you. And let's see if we can build on what we've done. Like, do you get me? And like, yeah, but like I feel like Carrick, he's done very well, but then there's also things which like I think he clearly needs to improve on as regards to like our performance. But also I can't put so much on him because I think also like there's a lot of recruitment needed. Like, again, like I mentioned, we've only Casemiro's going, there's a Garte. We've literally just got Copy, basically. And then I think some players are just bang out of form. In Bumo's bang out of form. D's not been good at all. Again, against Chelsea, weren't good. Ahmad needs to pick it up as well. Like, so it's a difficult one, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think my main thing is just recruitment. Like that, I think that's my main thing. Like, I feel like whoever it is, just please just make sure you get the signings right. Like, do you get it? And then if it's Carrick, obviously Carrick will support him. Like, let's hope that we can build on wherever it is that we're doing. If it's not Carrick, if it is an Iriola, support him. Let's build on whatever it is that we're doing. But it's like, yeah, like I feel like I don't want like I don't want Glasner. Like, yeah, like I wouldn't want him. But yeah, man, like I feel like a bit just.
I hear it.
Yeah, we'll see. You know what it is with sorry, the final thing I'm saying this with Man United and managers. I think my problem is that we've tried everything to the point where it's like I just don't really know. Like, do you get me? It's like I can't. And I don't think there's anyone. Like, again, Enrique, I would be really happy. Enrique, I'll be really happy with. But it's hard to really get up for a manager because it's like Amorim looked good before he came here, and then what happened. Ten Hag looked good before he came there, and then what happened. Like, we've gone through every different type of manager. We've gone experienced managers. We've gone the new managers who have been like. So I just don't really know, man. Like, just again, recruitment. And then we move, man. Like,
you're like me, like until something changes. You're just
like you get me? Yeah, man. Like, even some people, United fan base, I think is a bit split. Some people are like, let's keep Carrick. Like, definitely. Some people are like, nah, like this would be a big mistake. Like, Carrick isn't good enough. We need to go and get said person or whatever. But I feel like I don't feel strongly
about anyone.
Yeah, because I'm like, if you go and get said person, there's no guarantee that he does well here. Like, we've gone and got said person before. Like, again, I can't try and lie and say I wasn't happy with the Ten Hag appointment. I was. Like, you get me? Like, I was happy. I thought, oh, Ajax, I like the football they were playing. I thought, hey, I remember because there was, even at the time, there was conversations between him and Poch, and I really wanted Ten Hag. Like, do you get me? So it's like, I just don't feel like I could really get up for a manager regardless. So I'm just like, hey, man, please support whoever it is that we get. And yeah, man, please incorporate the youth players. Cobby is nice that he's getting game time. Hopefully he can build for it. I think he's about to sign a new contract. We've got some great players in the academy. Jim Thwaites, I'd love to see him get chances, obviously. So yeah, man, Champions League will be there. That's the good thing. So do you get me? Now, when next season, when we're talking about the Champions League, like, it won't just be you. And yeah, man. You know this new format. I've not seen it.
That's crazy.
We've not played in it. This league phase. You've not played in it. I've not played in this league phase, bro. I don't league phase Europa.
Oh shit.
That's what I played. I played the league phase Europa.
Damn.
So yeah, and even talking about football as well, just
Mm.
quickly, I'm seeing Brighton are 1-0 up against Chelsea. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
we're
man,
gonna be watching that.
it's-
That's why also I forgot to say at the end of my run, these shameless Chelsea fans as well, but are messaging me, laughing, having the time of their life. If you guys don't get Europe, not even Champions League, if you guys don't get Europe,
yeah, there's a
real
good chance they might not. Yeah, it's a
absolute
good chance they might.
atrocity. It's
Bro,
actually
let
an
me
absolute
again.
atrocity.
Let
So
me
I just wanted to say that quickly because this shameless club, bro, and having people message me laughing, so excited. I'm like, have you forgotten the reality of where you are? Like,
bro,
that's
Chelsea
crazy.
Chelsea on
Yeah.
48 points.
Mm. I was actually
And
thinking,
then-
did they sack him if they lose today, bro? Because like, when's a lot like at this
bro,
point,
their form's horrible. They've lost
yeah,
their last
like,
4.
like at this point, do
Yeah,
they
their
actually have to
form's
sack
horrible.
Maresca if they lose? Because they're at risk of
Rafinha.
dropping out of the top. Yeah, Rafinha, they're
I
out
think that's
at
gonna.
risk of dropping out of the
But the
whole.
problem is though, is that I think it's such a tight turn because you've only
Yeah.
got a few games left in it. Like there's 4 games left after this. So I
That's
don't
true.
even know.
That's true.
Yeah, it's such a tight turnaround, man. Like, yeah,
yeah.
because I think
with the
Champions
matches
League's
they have
gone
to play-
anyway.
Yeah, he is. But I'm saying with the
Yeah.
games they have to play and their form right now, it's looking like they're not going to get Europe. Like it's not even. I'm not even. Doesn't even have a
Bro,
bullet.
they can
Like-
finish bottom half.
Yeah, they can, and it's
Bro,
and the
they're on
right now looks
48
like that.
points and Fulham in 12th on 45.
That is crazy.
And remember, this is like as it stands. So Chelsea's played a game more than all of these teams beneath them. So it's like all of these teams are going to play on the weekend.
My God.
So it's like they will have chances of lapping them, of going in front of Chelsea. And then if you look at Chelsea's fixtures, Brighton, obviously, they got the Leeds in the FA Cup semi-final, which isn't a guarantee, by the way, at all. Then they got Forest at home fighting for their lives. Liverpool away. They got Spurs at home, which obviously is a massive one, and then Sunderland away. None of them are easy fixtures.
Yeah.
Like especially, I know Spurs ordinarily they do the job, but I think given the circumstances and them fighting for their lives, it's gonna be a difficult one. So yeah, man. Like I think they're a mess in it. Like I know before the United game they had the protests, where like it was blue coat out, but yeah, man. Like I think they had an owner who was football crazy and was willing to like invest and do what he wanted to do to make sure that Chelsea continued to win trophies and trophies and trophies. And yeah, man, like again, you see City benefiting from owners who, they're really committed and whatever the case may be. And then yeah, man, you've got other clubs like who we've been fighting. Like, do you get me? And it's like now you know how it feels.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the party.
You know how it feels.
Welcome
Do you
to
get
the
me?
party.
You know how it feels. Like, do you get me? So it's like again, this is gonna be this is not the Abramovich era anymore. Like this is a new era. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Chelsea because
bro, that game too. Right? We didn't talk about them, and they probably unlucky not to draw, could have won, but I also think they were also really poor as well, man. At the lap, I'm looking Garnacho. I'm looking at some of the players that they have in employment, and I'm like, this is Pedro Neto. Oh my god, bro! There's so many players in that team that are just terrible footballers, bro. So
obviously, I think Esteban's got a bit of an injury, and today as well. Palmer was out.
Oh, so
Palmer's out. Yeah, Palmer didn't start. Pedro Neto's not back as well. So, man.
So man. We'll see what happens to them this year.
Yeah, because I know Palmer was talking about it's really important that we get Champions League football and stuff like that. Yeah, brother.
That's a wrap.
And this is the sad thing as well. I don't want this to happen. That's why I want Villa to finish in the top 4. Because if Villa finish 5th and win the Europa League, then 6th.
Are you being
Champions
serious?
League football. Yeah. But it has to be 5th. Yeah, so it's like if they finish in the top 4, they're fine.
I don't even get 6. I don't even know.
That's what I was just gonna say. So that's what I was gonna say. So that was my initial thing where I was like, yeah, man, I'm really not trying to see. And then I was like, bro, Chelsea, sixth.
Bro, I don't
Bro,
get that.
I looked at the table. I said, "Hey, man, I'm not sure about that at all. Like, do you get me? Like, that might go to it might be Brighton up
It
in
might be Brighton, bro.
champs.
Bradford, Everton, there's
Yeah,
a lot
bro.
of teams, bro. There's
One
a
of
lot
them,
of
man.
teams.
Bro, even Sunderland not too far. Like, do you
Yeah,
get me? It might
man.
be one of them that grab Champions League.
Yeah, nah, I think we're safe.
So yeah,
I think
man,
we're safe from that,
crazy,
man.
crazy one.
Crazy.
But yeah, bro, let's get to predictions. So this is where we're at currently.
Calm.
I narrowed the gap a little bit. Obviously,
yeah, that's City.
Yeah.
Result.
So yeah, recap. I went for 2-0 City Arsenal. You went for 2-2. Obviously, it finished 2-1 City. I went for a 2-1 United win over Chelsea. You went for a 1-1. Obviously, it finished 1-0 United. So that was a point for me in correct result. But not scoreline, of course. Then we both went for 2-0 Brighton wins over Spurs. It finished 2-2. 1-1 Everton Liverpool. I went for. You went for 2-1 Everton win. I was so close, man. And then Van Dijk last minute. Yeah.
Oh, what's it called? That also too quickly in that game. Everton were very unlucky, man. Like,
yeah, man.
The game
yeah,
so well. They should have got.
That's how everything happened. Yeah, how everything happened. They scored and then got ruled out. Then Salah scores and crazy. I went for a 2-0 Leeds win over Wolves. You went for a 2-1 Leeds win. It was 2-0 just until the last few minutes, and they made it 3-0 again. Both went for Brentford 2-1 wins over Fulham, and that was 0-0. Villa, we never spoke about this game, but yeah, this was a crazy game. We both went for Villa 2-1 wins over Sunderland. Crazy game. Villa were 3-1 up. Sunderland make it 3-3. They're through on goal to make it 4-3. He tries to chip Martinez. Martinez saves it. Villa go up the other end. Digne crosses it. Abraham scores 4-3. Yeah, bro. Watch the highlight. Watch the highlight. Crazy game, bro. Craziest game of the weekend. Like, crazy game still. Like, Villa were cruising, and then literally Sunderland just bang, bang. And then literally the guy clean. And the worst thing about it, it's clean through. And he's also got someone, I forgot who it was that was next to him. So he could also just he could either just finish it himself or just lay it off. And it's basically just a tap in. Then he went for the chip. Yeah.
He went over the extravagant. He got punished.
Damn. And then Villa make it 4-3. But yeah, that was a big win for them because I think I think that also just books in top 5 for them. So yeah, fair play to Villa now. Like, I think if they can now just win that Europa League, then successful season. That's a really good season, man. Trophy, Champions League, but then also you qualified for Champions League through the league as well. Very, very good. And then Newcastle, we both went for draws. I went for 2-2 Bournemouth. You went for 1-1. They lost 2-1. Newcastle in 3-4.
Long may continue. We need to continue, boy.
Then absolute 3-4. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Eddie Howe there because it don't look great. It don't look great. Just very separate point as well. Talking about Brighton. It's been interesting. Baleba starting this match, but there's been so many matches where he's not played well. He's been off the bench. He's been put on the bench. So it'll be interesting to see what United do regarding that. But but yeah, man, we got predictions to predict. So let's predict.
Let's go.
So first up, Burnley City.
Is it me or you first?
I'll go first.
All right.
I will go 3-0 City.
Burnley, man. Come on, Burnley. Come on, Burnley. You can do it. Yeah. 3-0 City.
Oh, damn. Sunderland Forest.
I'm gonna go. I said, ooh, I'm gonna go 1-1.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna match you on that still. Cool. Liverpool Palace. I'll go 2-1 Liverpool.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 1-1 again.
I hear that. I do hear it. All right, man. Big one. Wolves, Spurs.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Spurs.
I think the same, you know. I think surely.
Yeah, man.
Surely.
Like, this is actually for them live.
Surely. I think I'll match you on that, you know. Surely. But then Wolves might just say, you know what?
Wolves actually the biggest haters, man. You know what? They might just say, bro, nothing at all, man. Nothing at all. You know what Spurs are
so
trying
let's have a great time.
Yeah. Man, I'm nervous. And these guys are just bopping the ball around the pitch.
You know what?
Last time they were dead. That's when they started playing.
I'll do 2-1 Spurs for now, but I might change that.
All right.
I might change that. Yeah. Because cool. Arsenal, Newcastle. I am gonna go. I will go 2-0 Arsenal.
I heard that. I was thinking that too. I think I'm going to match you on that. I think I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0. West Ham, Everton. Another biggie. Big game.
Yeah. I'm going to go 2-1 West Ham.
I'm going to go 1-1.
I hear that. I do hear that.
If I go 1-1, Spurs will go out of the relegation zone. Do I think that's going to happen? I'm not sure.
Wait, what's the correlation with West Ham's game and Spurs' game?
because Spurs win and West Ham draw, the Spurs will go out of the relegation zone.
Yeah,
and I just don't feel like that's gonna happen.
How can your prediction be?
I just feel like by the end of this game week, they're still there.
Nah, you're thinking of this.
So that means a result's got to change for me.
Nah,
I'm gonna go 1-0 West Ham.
1-0 West Ham. Okay.
Yeah. 1-0.
Cool.
Mavropanos.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, Fulham Villa.
Fulham.
I think it's me first, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 2-1 Villa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna match you on that. I think I'm gonna go 2-1 Villa as well.
Cool. United Brentford.
I'm gonna go 2-2.
Cool. I am gonna go. I'm gonna go 3-1 United.
Calm.
Oh, I think that is Bournemouth Leeds.
Bournemouth versus Leeds. I'm gonna go 1. I'm gonna go 2-1 Bournemouth.
I am gonna go 2-2.
Calm.
Cool. So currently we've both gone 3-0 City over Burnley. We've both gone 1-1 Sunderland Forest. I've gone for a 2-1 Liverpool win over Palace. You've gone 1-1. We've both gone 2-1 Spurs. We've both gone Arsenal 2-0 over Newcastle. Both gone 2-1 Villa Fulham. I've gone 3-1 United over Brentford. You've gone 2-2. And I've gone... No, you went 2-1 Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me correct that. And I've gone 2-2 Bournemouth Leeds. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the Spurs one. I think surely, man. Surely they do the job still.
Well, yeah. If they don't, then yeah, man. That's it.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, as always, man. Thanks to anyone who's tuned into the stream, whether it's been 30 seconds, a minute, half an hour, the whole stream. And yeah, man, we're at the business end of the season. So a lot of stuff to talk about. We'll see where we're at in a few weeks. If you've not subscribed, please do make sure you subscribe. And please like the video if you've not liked it. But hey, man, Ace, bro, this again with me, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Like, you get me? United, yeah, we've done what needs to be done pretty much. So, but as for you, some big games. Because even with the league, even if you lose that, if you can get a champs, trust me, as much as I know the league is what you want, trust me, the feeling of a champs.
Man, I can't even allow myself to believe, man. I'm just thinking of us leaving this season with nothing. That's
that one.
That's my concern.
Bro, that one, bro. I'm saying, bro, book a flight. Not because of me, bro. You know me, man. I'm easy,
know, man. You're reasonable.
You see what's gonna happen? Just get away, bro. Just take the socials off. Like, do you get me? There's some of the man them. We both know who I'm talking about.
I know. I'm blocking them. Yeah, I'm gonna block them. Once it's confirmed, I'm blocking them. You
need to make sure you block them still, because it's gonna get crazy. But yeah, man. Hope everyone has a good week, man. Stay blessed and see you next time.